Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Tuesday morning, it is the 8th day of October. Time as I make this is 4:25 a.m. and a little later than usual, but I've been building a whole lot of graphics, and I'm going to summarize everything for you on this video. But the graphics section and the blog is excellent this morning with all the information you need to know. If you have relatives in Florida, we're about to see a major United States disaster with Milton, which went through what's called extreme rapid intensification yesterday. When I was standing here at this hour yesterday morning, the winds were at 100 miles per hour, Category 2. By 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it peaked at 180 miles per hour, Category 5. Very strong Category 5 with a pressure of 904 millibars. Well, recently the winds have come down a little bit to 155. That is just shy of the 157 to be a Category 5. You follow me? Because of the interaction with the Yucatan Peninsula. But the forecast does take it back to a Category 5 later this morning. By the time it gets closer to Florida, and with landfall expected Wednesday night, it will be going through some sort of shear process, so the winds will come down to maybe 125 miles per hour, strong Category 3, maybe Category 4 at landfall. That sounds good, right? The wind's coming down. But actually what happens is the storm actually becomes larger and the storm surge potential spreads out. And so 125 does sound better as far as the wind speed, but the overall effect and impact on the whole peninsula of Florida is just going to be catastrophic and horrendous. They're now giving the Tampa Bay area the possibility of up to 15 feet of storm surge, which I can't imagine because there's still piles of debris from Helene from 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. So they're getting mandatory evacuation, and people are leaving. People are getting out. First of all, a lot of people left anyway because their house was flooded from Helene. So we're seeing a mass exodus, perhaps the biggest mandatory evacuation in Florida history. So all of the information is below on Milton, and this is going to be a major U.S. disaster, I'm afraid. All right, that's the headlines this morning, but there's much more in the blog section below. And if you're watching on YouTube, there's instructions on how to see our blog on our website, on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on our weather app. We'll keep you up to date, of course, on this situation. For us, though, the news is really good weather-wise. We are in the dry air behind that cool front that went through. So today's high temperature will be up to about 87 after 91 yesterday. So the days are warm, but the humidity is low, and the nights are going to be cooler. For instance, by Wednesday night, we're in the upper 50s. I think we're in the mid-50s by Thursday night, and I think we are in the low 50s by Friday and Saturday night. So the coolest air of the season for us is on the way, and we will be bone dry because of the subsidence around Milton. You follow me? In other words, the air is rising in the center of Milton. It has to sink somewhere. It's sinking over us, and subsidence is very dry air with extremely low humidity. So for us, no tropical effects from Milton whatsoever. This morning, everything is normal, including live on the radio, 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 WACV. Another discussion for you. I'll be standing here tomorrow morning, and another blog update in the 4 o'clock hour. Your forecast whenever you want it across the dial on 8 radio stations, the Blue Water family of stations. If you are a praying person, pray for the people of Florida.
Rich Thomas Weather.